Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is September 20th, 2021. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. I hope you like the content and you keep coming back for more. Today I want to talk about how to spice up your eBay listing. I'm going to try to go over it as brief as I can, keep it simplified, but I'm gonna do the best I can with this here, guys. So I hope you get a takeaway from it. Hope it helped you out. Who knows, maybe you might want to spice up your eBay listings like I have. Well, before we get started, let's read a little into this here. Let's go to the next window here. The company I'm going to use, if you're not familiar with it, it's called JPEG Bay. Okay, and it's a free image hosting for eBay. And as you can see here, it goes on to say JPEG Bay tool makes adding product images to your eBay listing simpler with an unlimited image hosting. It's easy to use, supports your photo manipulation including caption, watermarking, rotation, and more, generates an HTML code, and tracks your usage. JPEG Bay website may have antiquated appearance, but don't let that stop you from trying it. Best of all, it's free. And for those who follow me, I consider myself a frugal entrepreneur. I love the word free, and I hope you guys do too. Free's good. So anyway, what is an imaging hosting? Well, what is an imaging hosting company? An imaging hosting company allows individuals and companies to upload their images to the servers of the image host. Those hosted images are now accessible to the World Wide Web. You can share and embed images anywhere online by copying and embed the code, and even in some cases by drag and drop, such as eBay. Now, before we get started with that there, I'm going to bump out of here. I'm going to go over here. There's two websites I want to share with you guys. One is Pixabay, where you can get free images, okay? But with Pixabay, I got to say one thing. Please check it out. And I'm going to show you something really quick, just a little tip. We're going to go back to Pixabay, but the other one too, if you also want to create some nice stunning images for your YouTube channel and presentations and so on, is canva.com. If you never heard of it, check it out. It's a great site to create your banners for your logo, whatever, for your YouTube channel, Instagram. I think they got a whole bunch of other ones there. It's called canva.com. The URL is www.canva.com. But we're gonna, that's one thing I want to share with you guys. But if you go to Pixabay, I want to share this with you guys really quick. Now, it says stunning free images, royalty-free stock. Now, just to give you a little heads up, let's go over here. Let me go back to Pixabay. I'm sorry, I clicked too quick here. And I'm going to just type in, for the argument's sake, eBay, okay? We're going to click on images. At the pull-down menu, you could pull down images, photos, vector graphics, illustrations, videos, music, sound effects, okay? So for all argument's sake, we're going to do images. But I'm just trying to bring a point out to you. Now, if you look on the top of my mouse cursor, it says sponsored images, iStock. Those are what you're going to be paying for. So keep that in mind when it comes to it. Now, you might say, geez, how many images do you get? Look at this site closely, because over here on the top it says sponsored images, iStock, right? And you're going to pay for it. Here it says, you're going to look right underneath it, under these photos, it's going to say 20 free images of eBay. Okay, so the 20 free images of eBay, you'll see here, you could pick them out and use them, you could download them. But if you go anywhere else other than that, like let's say I wasn't paying attention and I went over here, I clicked this on, I said, oh, this one looks pretty interesting. I click it on. It's going to give you this here, $12 for this image. Okay, so then that is up to you. If you want to continue to purchase that image, you could do it. You could do it by all means. Another way, folks, if you want to do something like that really simplified, you got a digital camera, you got an iPhone, set your laptop up, put a picture of eBay on there, snap a picture, upload it to your computer, and you got it for free. Just throw it out there. All right. So be careful when it comes to picking stuff out from Pixabay here. Now, on the other hand, here is a free image from Pixabay. This is how it's going to look when you click it on. This is how you know you're on Pixabay, because it's going to say right over here where my mouse cursor is, it says Pixabay, and then it says free download. You see there's no prices. Now, if you want to, get them a coffee or follow whatever, they say coffee. I guess you buy the creator a coffee. You could do that. But once you hit the free download, you're going to upload it, whatever. Then you'll go into your picture folder file, and then you could copy it, transfer it over to your listing or whatever how you want to do it. Okay, so keep that in mind when it comes to using Pixabay. It's a great website. Believe me, don't get me wrong. I've used it in the past. It's good. Just make sure you're checking out the ones for free. All right, and to get there, it's www.pixabay.com. Okay, so we're going to close out of that one. Canva, if you get a chance, check them out too. If you want to create some nice images, you can do some really good, artwork with this here. It's really good. Seriously, I highly recommend you check it out. Canva.com. All right, now I got my listing here for eBay. This is an active listing, but I want to show you here. This is my custom listing, all right? I have a template. I use a program I use. It's called Front Page 2002. That's what helps me create these listings like this. Now, some of you may say, you know what, Rich, I don't have the time to put all these graphic things in, little pictures and photos and stuff like that. I just want to do a listing and that's it. Well, this is a standard template. Okay, folks, you got to understand, once you do it once, you don't do it over, you're not going to do it over and over again. I mean, if you're going to, you are going to have to go in there and edit the information in there. But for the most part, once the template is done, it's done. The only time you got to change it over is if you want to add something different to it. Let's say I don't want this title anymore, the Shop RJ Pasini for Great Deals or what. I want to take that part out. It's very simple enough. I would just click it on here, right? On this is, no, you can't do it now because this is the actual listing. I would go over here to Front Page 2002, this is where I'm right now, and all I would do is hit the delete button, boom, it's gone. But then you got to make little modifications, so you go like this with this, right? All right, so you go like that, and you make your modifications. All right, now here's the thing. I took that out of my listing. I want to get rid of that. So now I want to put something else there. And I'm going to keep this as brief as possible and, be simple. I'm going to simplify this as best I can, okay? Like I said again, folks, I put the information out there for you guys. I hope you take advantage of it and use it. All right, so now we're going to go to the actual imaging hosting company. Here it is. It's nothing fancy. It's not a fancy site. As you can see, I'm logged in. Welcome, RJ Pasini up here. I got my galleries, my settings, and you can log out. Now, I want to put a different header on there. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to add photos, and I'm going to scroll up here where it says my picture folder. I only got one picture in there for testing purposes. Whoop, I bumped out of here. Sorry, guys. I forgot to fix that one there. I put all the other ones, I forgot that one. Okay, so I'm going to click this one on here. Okay, so now we're going to open it, and you're going to click the upload button. All right, so it's uploading right now. As you can see right here, it's going to create an HTML file, okay? What you're going to do, and it's really pretty cut and dry, okay? And I'm going to show you another way to add it without going through Front Page 2002. You don't have to use that. I use it because it's a formatted template. But you don't have to do it that way if you choose not to. Okay, so what you want to do here now is you want to look, let me see something over here, paste. Okay, what we want to do is check the other setting. You want to click on settings. You're going to see that there. Rounded image shadows, or you could always add to that thing, but we don't want, for argument's sake, we don't want that right now. What we want to do is, let me close this out. This is stuff you could do on your own. You could play around with it on your own, okay? I don't want to take too much time with this here. Now let me see something here. My galleries. I know there was something I want to show you over here. I'm sorry, hold on for 1 second, guys. Oh yeah, here it is. The template. Okay. Now you see this is a medium template. What you want to do is where it says template, you don't really want to touch the width too much because it'll be too big. What you want to do is go here, and you can see it over here. It'll say images free, not for eBay. Okay. Now anyway, disregard that part. What you want to do is go over here to the one that says large. You want to click that on. And this is now, you get a standard format. That's how it's going to look. Well, not, it's going to look a little bigger, of course. What you want to do is you want to click on this page, right? Where is it here? Switch to edit mode. Okay. Anyway, well, we already got it. We want it to go to large. Wait, let me go over here a second. I'm sorry. You want to go large. This one right here. Okay. You're gonna, when you click it on, it's going to drop the HTML code in there. Okay. There's the HTML code. Okay. What you want to do now is you want to copy it. So let's right click, select all, left click, and go back to copy again. Okay. And now what I want to do is go back to Windows 2002, and I'm going to go over here I'm going to open up my 2002. You got normal, HTML, and preview. So I want to go to HTML because it's an HTML code. I'm all the way up at the top here. See where it says HTML over here? You're not going to be coding any of this. I can't even code in this stuff. So you're going to go over here, right click, and you can hit paste. Okay, let's see. Did it paste it in here? Let's see. Now when you go to normal, you're going to see that there. Okay, we don't want that to come up like that. Okay, so what we want to do is, let me go back to the JPEG. Sometimes it gets a little tricky with that. I have to be honest with you guys. All right. The only thing is the URLs. Let's go over here for a second. Basic HTML. Okay. Well, let's do the basic for now. Let's see what that. Okay. This looks a little better. If you're having a problem with it, try the basic HTML. I forgot to throw that out there. Let's see what happens now. We'll try it again. Right click, select all. Left click. Well, no, right clicking and copy. Okay. And now we're going to go back over here. I just did this prior to showing you guys. All right, because I always want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. All right, so here's the HTML line format right here. Let's click it on. Let's paste it. Let's see what happens. I don't think it's going to go on there again. It looks like it didn't do the right thing here. Let's see. Oh, okay, there it is. There you go. I know I was doing this here before and I said, it's got to work. I know it's got to work because I just did it. Okay, so now we have this here. Here's how I transfer it over. We're going to go back to my eBay listing. And that's for the wallet. So let's go back over here for the genuine leather wallet. In order to make that modification and to update your listing with your new format, whatever, you're going to have to revise it, of course. You're going to click on revise your item. If it comes up there, my computer's run slow. You know, I just dropped an 8 megabit. I boosted the memory up on my computer to 16 megabytes, and it still doesn't seem like it's gigabytes. And still doesn't seem like it's running fast enough. All right. Anyway, so let's scroll down here. And what we're going to do is we're going to, you could do two things. You could go like this here, select all, right click, and bump this all out, cut it out. And then in my case, I would go back to here. Well, actually, you know what? Just let me go back over for a second. I'm going to try it the standard way, see if it works that way. Because you could do two, you could do it either way, HTML or standard. Let's try the standard first. So let's go back to front page 2002, and let's highlight all this here. Everything's going to be shaded like that. Copy it. Let's go back to the listing, and I hope this works. We'll soon find out. Let's scroll up. Bam! There it is. There it is. Now, if you wanted to add wording here, when you're in the the revision window here, they got advanced editing. You know, it says insert a custom template, whatever. If you wanted to put wording here, but you need to put the text box in here. So that should have been done. If you can't do it that way, now if I was going to do the modification, I would do it on the front page 2002. You can use different programs for this, folks. You don't have to use front page 2002. But let's just say, for argument's sake, I move this down a little. Let's see, can I do that there? Let's see, hold on for a second here. Okay, let me move this over. And let's just say I want to put something up here, and I could just say again, shop RJ Pasini. Let me get this pencil on my hand. Yeah, can't type with that in my hand. Okay, RJ Pasini, 4 great deals. Whoops, like that, and then move it over. And get over here. We go. Move it over a little. Leave it like that, and now they see a different template. It's pretty cut and dry. Okay. And then what you're going to do is, in order to save it, then you would go back and save it like that there. For argument's sake, I'm just doing this for, for demo purposes, just to show you. Now, if I wanted to put wording across here, what I would do is I go back to front page 2002, and then I would go back over here and where it says format, no, that picture, I want to insert a text box here. Or if I can't put the text box, let me see, hold on. Word art form, text box. Every time I do that, it doesn't seem to work right. Well, I could probably make that modification somewhere up here, but you could also add your wording over here as well. If you want to do your changing over like that, you could do it as well. See, like this here. I'm thinking, to like an overlay. You could put an overlay on here, but I don't want to get too much into that right now. But I'm just showing you really quick, and that's how you would change that template if you choose not to like the old one. And it's a one-shot deal. Like if I was going to keep this one here, when I go out of my file here, I say save as, and I would change over here. I put a little notation, as you can see here. User's template has been updated, and I could just say new file, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I could just do it that way. All right. So now let me show you the other way. If you just wanted to copy the picture itself without the wording here. So let's go back to that listing. Let's go like this here. Let's click it out. You don't even probably have to do it with the HTML. You could probably just copy and paste it like I just did. Get rid of all of that. And we're going to go back to standard again. All right. And we're going to go back to front page 2000. We're going to copy here. Okay. And then we're going to go back to this here. And it should work the same way. Boom. Okay. Now, if you don't want to do it that way, say, nah, I'd rather do it the HTML. Let's see how the HTML format looks. Let's bump this out. Let's get over here. We have to, now, in order to get it out, you got to go back into the HTML. Go in here, select all, boom, get rid of it. You can see it's gone. See, even in the standard format. Okay. So let's say you say, no, I want to see how it works with the HTML. Okay. So we'll go back to the HTML. We're going to go now. In order to see how it's going to work with that, we got to go back. Let me go over here, back to the program here. And again, we're just going to copy it. It's already been saved, so we're just going to copy. Well, let me just do this way one more time. Whoops. Oh boy. There we go. And let me just go over here, right, and right click, copy, and then we're going to go back to the eBay listing. Okay, so now we're going to go over here, and we're in the HTML window now. So what you're going to do is just go like this, and you say, okay, it's there, but where's the picture? Well, once you click standard, boom, there it is. But anyway, I think you guys get the gist of it, and when you come to this window here, you could save it. Now, the other thing you got to understand with these type of things here, they do have an expiration date. Okay, meaning if you're creating your template now, like for example, this is my front page 2002 template. When I save this template, all I do is go in there and I change out all the other stuff, right? The wording, whatever, because it's a different product. It'll say it's saved on here. But here's the thing you guys got to remember. Very important to keep this in mind. Let me go back over here again. You see over here? Now, this is the picture I put up. I'm not going to put it up just yet. I'm just showing you guys how to work it out. You see what it says? Expires. That upload expires January 18th, 2022. Now, you might say, okay, well, what happens if you don't, you don't revise it again? This is what happens. Let me show you the other thing. This is how you could tell. And if people think, oh, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go in there and put a picture in there and it's not going to, it's going to work. It ain't going to work that way. Let me show you one more. Let me show you this other thing really quick. Now, if we take out the HTML format in here, let's get rid of this. Once I remove this here, I cut it out. Let's say delete it, whatever, cut. Even if I go back into the HTML window within format, what do you call it there, front page 2002, you won't see it. It disappeared. Now, here's the thing. People may say, I don't have to go through it. Let me get rid of this here. I don't have to go through all of that there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be one step ahead of the game. I'm going to go get a picture and just put it in there. Let me show you what happens. So I'm going to click this on, and I'm going to just copy this here. Okay, I want to show you something. Keep this in mind, guys, really. If people think they're going to do it that easy, it's not going to work the way you think. Okay, so now I don't want to go into this one right now. I don't want to do this. Okay, well, actually, nah, let me show you without it. Okay, so now I'm just going to put this picture in here. I'm going to get rid of that one, and I'm going to go back to front page 2002. I'm going to paste that picture. I pasted it. Now watch what happens. Go back over here. Okay, I took everything out, right? All the HTML's out. Let me get rid of that little guy. We go over here, and we're going to go back to standard. Now watch this. This is what happens if you don't put that HTML code in. Ready? Let me go over here, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to put it in. This is what happens. See what happens, folks? That's what happens when you don't put the HTML code in there. So I tried all that once before. I said, it's a little involved going to the hosting company, uploading the picture, doing it. But remember one thing. It's a one-time thing, all right? Yes, you're going to say, yeah, but January 18th, that pitch is going to expire. When it expires, this is what it gets. This is what it looks like. I'm just doing it to show you. This is what you're going to see once that hosting image for that image expires. You're going to get this, and you're going to say, "Oh my God, what happened to all my images?" You know, keep that in mind. Now, I use it for one template. Now, you might say, "Geez, now if you're a high volume seller, that's a lot of update." But what I think happens is, no, seriously speaking, I think, don't quote me on this here, I think when you go back into that image hosting, JPEG, Bay, whatever, and you reactivate it, you could extend it again, I believe, and then all your listings should be normal. They should be. Now watch, they're not, and you guys are going to come yelling at me, right? I think that's the way it works, so don't quote me on it, though. I'm quite sure that's the way it works. I think once you reactivate it, everything should go back to normal. Now, if you're a high-volume seller and you're a little nervous with this here, you might maybe try maybe 5 or 10 of them, okay, to see, just to feel the water and see what happens. Maybe you could try a couple as a sample. Maybe do 4 and see what happens when the expiration date ends, what happens to those 4, and if you reactivate it, do they come back automatically? I would think they would, because eBay's algorithm is going to go out there and search for that, right, because it's an imaging hosting service. It should pick it up automatically. That's what I believe it to be. I just want to say in closing, if you are a newbie on eBay, or I should say if you think about selling on eBay, or you are a seller on eBay, I am wishing you guys all the best in sales. Until next time, bye-bye for now.